Hey everyone. Today I want to give you some insights about how you can actually find the right freelancers or also full-time employees for your Metaverse or game project. I also started in the game development industry around 5 or 6 years ago, and now I exactly know how to plan a project in the right way to lead it to success with my team, and also about where to find the right people for those tasks and projects. And in today's video I will share all this knowledge with you, which I have collected over the last years, that you don't need to get scammed or by bad developers, but also will be able to find reliable developers who care about your project and who work constantly on your project. And that's the most important thing. But many people focus on hiring many people at the same time, but over the time I have learned that it's way more important to focus on the core team members, and there it's very important to hire the best people in this area, the best people which is possible. And often it's the case that you don't need a huge team in the beginning. It's often better to have the core team, a very experienced developer, maybe 3D models and stuff like that. Those stuff, in my opinion, can easily get outsourced because there are so many great 3D artists. And then maybe also having a level designer or something like that, and then you will be able directly to maybe create a game, because stuff maybe animations also could get outsourced with the 3D artist, or maybe you also hire a 3D artist full time. But then you have 3 people and you basically can already produce a full game or something like that, because many things and stuff can get easily outsourced, for example music or sounds and stuff like that. The Unreal Engine Marketplace offers a huge variety with different sounds, different things in this area, which should get used, in my opinion. But and the thing is, I've learned even very small teams can easily create huge things. For example, with my Metaverse United, which is currently still in development, of course, but we make so good progress over the last months or weeks. So you can also see that in the develogs, and we are working with that with 2 or 3 developers on it, full time, but and not even full time. Because of course we also work on other customer Metaverse projects and also game projects. So I mean, it's crazy what you can do with a small team, and when you then also have a huge network basically out of freelancers helping you with different tasks like the 3D models, which I already mentioned before, then it's very awesome what you can actually achieve there. So if you also want to create your Metaverse now, then you are exactly right here. We have worked with many big brands and customers to scale their businesses with Metaverse applications like virtual shops, events, etc. And usually I take over the full planning and management of those projects, and my team of developers and artists is creating everything for you basically. And this, you only have one contact person who will take care about everything for you, that you have more free time and stuff like that you can enjoy then. And it can really be that simple. And over the last years, of course, I learned a lot of stuff in those projects I worked on, which I now want to share with you, of course. And working with freelancers can be really cool, but also a really painful experience when you hire the wrong people, and often they are unreliable or not committed to the project, or currently still goes to school and don't have that much time. They are then not that reliable, because when they have exams they need to learn for those exams. They have less time because they need to learn, or because they need to go to school. So it's hard to find reliable people there who can constantly work on the projects. And I know all those things because I also had many customers who came to me frustrated about the current situation with the freelancers they hired on Fiverr or also other platforms. So you should also like think about hiring some full-time employees, and this also could be like on freelance basis or something like that, but they should be committed like with 4 hours a day or more, depending on what you can pay, and it should be people which do that as their main job basically, and then they are way more committed to a project, especially when it's a bigger project where they spend 4 hours a day or more to work on it. So that's a thing you definitely should take care about. And after, for example, an application call where I check the personality and skills of the developer, we usually start on like hourly rate freelance basis, but over the time I also like hired 2 developers of my freelance network, and they work full-time now for me, because then they can like fully focus on your project, and that's what you want and what you need. And over the time you see which freelancers are very committed, which have a great working attitude, and those freelancers you can then also hire, of course, like full-time. It's like always better than like directly hiring someone full-time. There you need to like closely check if this person is a good match with the team and stuff like that, but often you can't really see that when they didn't work together before and stuff like that. So I am a fan of like having a little duration where they work freelance or something like that before you like full-time hire them, because not every freelancer is so committed to a project like us, for example. I also worked till like very late in the nights, and even when I was ill, to finish deadlines for projects I worked on, and we go the extra mile to make our customers happy, and that's like what is the most important thing in my opinion, to find people who have the right mindset, to that they can work under like pressure, but also willed to go the extra mile. And that's very, very hard to find. But when you find the right people, then like working will completely change. You can get more done in the time, and it also makes way more fun to have people who like constantly providing you like updates in a picture or video format of the game project, where you then only need to say maybe place this object more there, and like for example with the level, or maybe change the sky to more blue or nighttime or whatever. Like it makes it way more fun to work with people like that, in my opinion. And in terms of the planning, you can also do a lot of stuff wrong. Often I see people writing game design documents for months. During this time we completed some other game projects for customers. And of course like planning is very important, but I really like to work with like project management tools like ClickUp or Trello, or maybe also Asana or stuff like that, because there I can like set up and discuss milestones with the customers, and then directly assign those tasks to the right people of my team then basically. Or I also a fan of those Gantt diagrams, where you have like one task, then the next one, and you see which task is relying on other tasks which are needed to get done before and stuff like that. It's like way more structurized, I guess, than a game design document, because when you give a developer a game design document, I mean, who wants to read through like hundreds of pages or something like that, you know, when you can also like provide him with the basic concept basically of the game. Of course you should understand that somehow. For that you also can make a short document or something like that, but then it makes way more sense to have a roadmap basically for him, structurized with tasks where you can say first you need to do that, and then second priority is that, and third is that. Like it makes way more sense. Everything will go quicker, and it's better in my opinion. And you also want to work with people who can offer you like shortcuts. There's also very important thing in my opinion, because we, for example, have already created, for example, a Metaverse framework which contains character customization, movement of the character, but also stuff like voice chat, and it also, all of this is fully optimized and run on dedicated servers with 100 and more people at the same time. And now I also integrated PayPal payments and stuff like that. It's basically a system when you want to make a Metaverse, for example, you directly can use. So it's that is a shortcut which will save you thousands of dollars and also many months of work, because we already did it before. And we also did the same stuff for first person shooters and stuff like that. And it's crazy basically which shortcuts we can offer our customers. And I don't know any or much developers who can or who want to share those shortcuts, because you need to think it from the perspective of a developer basically, that it in most cases don't make sense to offer you those shortcuts, or to use also, for example, asset packs from the Unreal Engine marketplace. Many people don't recommend that, because it's way better for them to work on this on hourly basis or whatever, because then they can spend a long time basically to work on this stuff, and then you need to pay that, but you can get it quicker and cheaper when you just buy a framework which is already done and stuff like that. But they don't tell you that because they want to earn more money, of course. And there's also an attitude I don't like and I don't understand, but many people are like this. And that's why it's so important to find the right people basically for your projects, because then you can get everything done much quicker and much faster and less expensive basically. And of course, having a framework or something like that is also very good to show your community or maybe also investors that you directly achieved something after a very short amount of time, and then they also will get impressed to maybe give you more money to financialize the projects. It's basically a win-win-win situation for all of us, for you, for us of course, but also for your community, which is waiting for the project. And then it's also important to have optimized processes basically, which are implemented, and that is something a normal freelancer don't have. And since we work on many different types of projects alone or with other random people, our agency fully focused on first person or third person games, and also of course Metaverse applications like virtual concerts, events and shops. And everything you need already was planned or developed by us basically, and we work on cutting down the costs and time for your projects as much as we can, because everything is in a clean process, and every developer needs to do exactly what they need to do to achieve your dream of your own metaverse, because everything is already planned through, because we already did it sometimes ago before. But that's it for this video now. If you now have more questions or stuff like that, I also offer consultation stuff, so just feel free to just contact me, then we can also talk about that. Or if you now also want to work with us directly, that we take care about the full management and coordination and also development of your metaverse projects, then you can also simply visit our website and apply for a free strategy session. But you can also, of course, simply write me a mail or write me on Discord, and then we can also discuss more about your project. And the first strategy session, of course, will be also free, so there's no risk basically. And I'm looking forward to it, to also achieve your dream of your game or metaverse project. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.